Hi, I'm Ellie from crystallinks.com. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2019. Today I want to talk about something that most people don't think about in the realms of healing and helping. Mostly we talk about relieving stress and taking it out of your life and getting rid of, if possible, situations that are stressful, or at least trying to alter them. We talk about proper diet, losing weight, feeling good. If you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you look good. It's all part of a pattern. We talk about sleep because sleep issues are very, very important. You got your day people, you got your night people, and you've got, you know, it's you have to sleep according to the way your brain functions. So that's sleep. Then there's exercise, yoga, meditation, and things that balance brain chemistry. So we talk about that. We practice different things and we try our best. Now, today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't really think about, but it is an important part of the feeling good equation, and that is the temperature in the atmosphere, in the room in which you work, in which you live, in which you experience whatever it is you experience. Most people try to just ignore the temperature around them. If it's hot, if it's humid, they're going to cope, they're going to do whatever they need to do. But there's a whole host of people who cannot deal with heat and humidity, just as on the flip side, there are people who cannot deal with cold weather. You have to know what's the best temperature for your body to function at its highest level. For me, it's 68 degrees. Once it starts getting hot, there's no humidity, I'm okay, but then after a short period of time, I have to go into a cooler air-conditioned environment. When it's cold, for some reason, I'm in all my glory. I love it cold, but of course I know there's parameters, if the wind is howling and it's freezing outside, I'll bundle up, and I know there's just so long you can stay out. The main thing is how hot or how cool or what is the best temperature for your body type. Okay, everything is about your body type. What you eat has to do with your body type. Everything. And for me, 68 degrees is where it's at. I know it's 68 degrees because I control the heat where I live, so I just set it to 68 degrees. When it's hot and humid outside, I'll even go lower. I'll go to 66 because it just feels cool and refreshing and I just feel better. You have to decide what is the proper temperature for you to function in. It's really that simple. We're looking for the best ways to function in a reality that's making it harder and harder. The reason I mention this is because yesterday I was watching on TV, you've probably seen it, that a helicopter crashed on top of a building in Manhattan, which I know is a little off topic, but the bottom line is I watched the people who had to run down some of them over 20 something flights of steps in crowded stairwells when it was hot, and then they reached the street. Now, if it had been hotter, this is June, I live in the city, New York City. If it had been a hot, humid day in the city, those people might have suffered anywhere from heart attack, heat exhaustion, anything could have happened. They could have tripped, they could have fell. It could have been a lot worse, okay? It wasn't freezing, it was rainy, but it was cool, okay? It was cooler. So running down in this crowded environment, it was at least a little bit cooler. Many of them were carrying umbrellas, not open, of course, but they were carrying umbrellas as they ran down the stairwell. And I watched them come out, and I saw some of the wind blowing, and I saw the firemen coming with all their heavy equipment. And I said, thankfully, the temperature was what it was, and it wasn't 90 degrees with that humidity from the rain, because we know we're getting extreme weather now, and that's not going to change. So I was just very happy watching this, and that's why I said, you know what? I've always been aware of temperature change and how it affects my body. You have to think about that and how it affects yours. And if it's at all possible in the environments in which you live and work, try to determine how you want to have your environment, how hot, how cold, or in between, and set your temperature that way. If you find that things are not going well, I think a lot of it really, especially now we're coming to the summer, a lot of it has to do with heat and/or heat and humidity. So just thought I'd pass along that tip today, and we are very grateful that the people who ran out of the building in Manhattan yesterday, thank God, nobody had a serious illness or a serious accident, and we just hope for the best. Sadly, the helicopter pilot died, but you've probably read about that, and the investigation goes on. So thank you, and check the temperature that best suits your body type. Thank you.